Hey folks, Led Smith here, coming to you from DadSkills University, and today my emphasis on this video is a little bit more about how am I focusing in on my clientele. What exactly is my business? So when people say, hey, what do? You don't just stand there and sort of go, I'll cut grass. You're not going to get any clients that way, guys. So you really have to know what it is you're doing. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have struggled a little bit to really put into words exactly what I do. So what are dad skills? Now that is a loaded question. If you come from a blue collar home like I come from, dad skills are those skills that keep the home running, that keep things from falling apart, that keep the ground from growing into a jungle and taking over the house. Dad skills, in short, are those handyman necessities that make the home livable. So then, are you a landscaper? Are you a grass cutter? Are you a handyman? Sure. Okay, this is where we really need to zero in and focus. What do your clients demand from you? And what are you interested in doing or not doing? Because those things are important, and I think it's incredibly important to be upfront and honest in the beginning versus having to back out of a job later because you realize it's just not your thing. So a case in point that I would like to bring up is just about a week ago, I paid a visit to one of my clients on a rainy day, not because I was there to do any yard work, any kind of landscaping, bush trimming, or anything of that sort. I was actually stopping by there to pick up some equipment that we had discussed that I would carry off. Now, it was a rainy day. The homeowner asked me if I had any jobs lined up in this terrible weather we were having. I said, no. Honestly, all I'm trying to do is just get out and take care of the few little things I can do on a rainy day. So she said, well, this might be out of the ordinary, but how would you feel about hanging some curtain rods and a 30-pound clock? Well, I'll tell you how I feel about that. I like getting paid. Then yes, you got it. If I am going to build my business on dad skills, then I need to be able to handle those indoor projects, those outdoor projects. Essentially, I need to take the husband's honey-do list and say, hey bro, gotcha. I'll even say, so far, I do believe this strategy is working. To this date, I have installed one mailbox from the ground up, paired one mailbox, put house numbers on a house gate, actually taken all those little projects that tend to build up, and whenever someone finds out you're willing to do them, yeah, guess what? They are interested in paying you to get it done. So yes, I'm gonna say my focus is, in fact, on dad skills. The question is this sort of emphasis sustainable? And I do think this is a fair question because essentially what I am doing, instead of focusing and honing in on one skill set, I am taking on an array of different projects. Now, some might say, well, he's just a jack of all trades and master of none. But let me ask you, do we always need a master on every single skill? Do you need a master electrician to install a ceiling fan? Absolutely not. See, I was raised with this idea that a fella should be able to take care of his own home. And by doing this, you're either going to do these jobs yourself, or hopefully you're making enough money to be able to pay others to do these types of jobs. I'm just hoping to cash in a little bit on the ones who can pay for others to do it. So we're going to find out how viable this broad spectrum approach to the trades works. As we wrap up, I want to just give a little spoiler alert. Completing my first complete month with paying all the taxes, with paying the county, with paying the state, with all the overhead, which actually added up to a lot more than I would have thought. Yeah, I still turned a profit and the bills are paid. And I think that's a very encouraging place to be. So I want to share some of that with you in future videos. I also want to discuss a little bit about the process with the LLC. There's always a tax boss, and if you don't make the tax boss happy, then yeah, you might find yourself in hot water. Stay tuned in. This has been a lot of fun. Leadsmith out.